All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new DC update. I have had a lot of work this week and have not had the time to devote to my channel. And I am really hoping that things will get back to a normal schedule here very shortly. I am going to see Furiosa tonight. My review will be up as soon as I get back. I'm going to post it so that it gets released at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. So that would be 7 a.m. Pacific Time if you guys are interested in the review for that. The other movie I saw, Ezra, I'll do a review for that this weekend. I had other things I had to work on, and it is not my priority to get that review up just yet. I'm also, for the members of my channel, I do have a bunch of trailer reactions that I'm going to have to record here over the next week for you guys to watch. And so, again, my movie trailer reactions are only going to be for my subs, simply, or for my members, because I got tired of getting dinged by the studios and them taking all the money from those videos. And so I'm not going to monetize those videos anymore, and so they can't strike them. Those will only be available to the members of my channel, so those will be coming as well. But let's jump into the DC news that has been released over the last couple of days. All right, first up, I wanted to show you guys just a little bit of what I've been kind of working on for my channel. I am still retooling the logo. I do have somebody working on this for me, and there are some things we're trying to do with this, and the program is just not letting us do it. So we're looking at alternatives to create the logo, but this is going to be very similar to what will eventually end up on my channel. It definitely needs to have more blue in it and more glow, but it's just not giving me the flexibility that I need. So I'm going to continue to work with my marketer on that, but we will have a finalized logo hopefully soon. All right, so this is pretty interesting. So in my last update, I did talk about an individual. I talked about that Green Lantern movie that was being filmed. Okay, and the guy, I guess, apparently either making it or is playing Green Lantern. I'm not sure which. It is Mark Justice. And someone, South Cali guy, 87, said, is Mark Justice auditioning to be Zack Snyder's Hal Jordan for Justice League 2? I have no idea what's going on. This is just me speculating. Either way, sell Snyderverse to Netflix. Sell Zack Snyder's Justice League to Netflix, Comcast, Universal Picks. And this guy, Mark Justice, said, well, maybe I'm giving away too much, but this isn't being filmed for public release. So those photos that I showed are not going to see the light of day by prying eyes. And he goes on to say, and is being sent directly to a certain someone who might have the initials ZS, which would be Zack Snyder, which has a lot of people wondering if there is something going on behind the scenes. Here is a poster for that specific fan-made clip, audition, whatever you want to call it. And I got to tell you, that's a pretty cool looking suit. Again, here he is, the post, and we'll see what came before his response here. Well, I thought I had grabbed it, but I did not for the replies. But yes, so there is something going on behind the scenes. I don't know why somebody would be doing this and sending it to Zack Snyder if there wasn't something going on. I mean, it seems kind of weird that someone would take the time to do that to get it into his hands. So those are just my 2 cents on that. I think it's pretty cool. I would personally like to see it, but, you know, things are going on that we don't know about. So James Gunn posted this just the other day on the 20th, that Superman, the Christopher Reeve story, sets a U.S. release date. And we're going to look at what that release date is. It is going to be in theaters, I think, for just a few days. There isn't going to be a whole lot of press on it. But it is going to be, I think, in theaters for 2 specific days, and that is it. I think I will probably wait, unless it's being played next to my house. I probably will be waiting for this to get a streaming release, which it certainly will, but they do want to give it a theatrical release first. I personally would like to see it in theaters, but if it's not right next to me, I may not make the effort to go see it. So this is a little bit of Zack Snyder news. I thought I was going to do a Rebel Moon update on this, but I'm not going to do this. But it says a Rebel Moon 3 would receive multiple cuts. Sure, Rebel Moon is my version of the Seven Samurai in space, by the way. I will also create a director's cut for a third part. Netflix sees it as a way to maximize viewership across the budgets and or movies. And they're right. They will get more viewership that way because it's going to bring in repeat viewership as well as new viewerships. I still don't like the fact that we're getting watered-down versions, but it is a fact right now that they do appear to be moving forward with Rebel Moon 3. Zack Snyder is talking about it. They're actively writing it. But we won't know for certain until Netflix says something, and I do think we won't hear anything until those extended cuts do get released at the end of the summer here. So here it is. Superman, the Christopher Reeve story, will be screening in theaters on September 21st and September 25th of this year. I do want to see this quite a bit. I think he is the quintessential Superman, but, again, if they're not going to do a wide release, I may not end up seeing this. If it has to be too far from my house, I'm just not going to spend the money or the gas to go do it. I will wait for it to stream, but I will be reviewing it as soon as I see it. Now, I put this kind of in the weird column. This is Jack Quaid, says he would like to star opposite Superman's David Corenswet. He said, a long time ago, I did a television pilot that never aired with David, who is about to play Superman in James Gunn's film. So I just want to work with David again because he's amazing. So it looks like he's lobbying to be in the DCU. He might have made a good Jimmy Olsen, to be honest with you, but he would be an older Jimmy Olsen. But, he's in the show The Boys, and so I don't think that they're going to put him in the DCU simply because he's got too much of a tie to The Boys. But you never know. I just find it weird that there are a lot of these actors coming out and wanting to, show their support in ways of saying, I would like to play this, I would like to play that. We're seeing it happen more and more often. So every once in a while, I like to show James Gunn's Threads account, and you can see he hasn't posted a whole lot here. But he did do that post for the Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. That's the last thing he posted. That was 2 days ago. He talked about Nicole Atkins being on the Superman set that day. I'm not sure who she's playing, but he did a post for that. He did a post about his brother. And then he posted some stuff here about Ma and Pa Kent in regards to, these Superman stories. And I believe this is from one of the two stories he's taking. He's taking basically, Superman for All Seasons #1. So that's what this is from. So he is posting. He talked about Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow getting the June 2026 release date. So he's not posting a whole lot right now. So hopefully he is deep working on the movie, making it the best he can make it. I'm hoping we get something a little more revealed pretty soon because we'll talk about this here. I still think that promotional photo that they released was a very poor way to reveal the Superman suit. It didn't go over well. No matter how you look at it, there are very few people who actually liked that picture, and it's not a good first impression when you're trying to bring in a group of fans. But I still stand by what I've said in the past, that they're chasing an audience that doesn't exist. That they don't care about previous DC fans. They don't care. They're looking for a brand new audience, an audience that currently is not there. And Superman is going to be a good indicator as to if people even care about DC at this stage. I really do think there has been so much damage done to the brand. James Gunn, I don't think, can fix it. I just don't think that's possible. And so we'll see moving forward with what he does, but he's good. I just hope they release something more very soon, something for us to actually talk about and give some critique on. But, I looked at the stocks for Warner Brothers today, and they started out at just above a little over $8, and they closed 40 cents lower. And when your stock is only worth $8, you're losing a good portion. You're losing a good portion of your value in one day. They took a big nosedive today for some reason. I know they had the earnings call for the first quarter a couple weeks ago, and I was going to show the article of that and didn't get around to it. But they're not in good shape. They're just not in good shape right now, and didn't make didn't make the money they expected to make and lost money. And I did talk about that in a previous video. All right, guys, so there's the update for the day. As more DC information gets released, I will be talking about it. I do appreciate the support. We will see you on the next video.